The purpose of this video is to show you how to draw an eye with a twist in the large scale. This piece of paper is 12 by 12. It was actually trimmed off the side. You're going to be working with a piece of paper that is 12 by 18. And the first step is to fold it in half and lightly crease, don't heavily crease, and fold it hot dog style and do the same thing. Just mark where the center is, just so you know where your middle lines are. Okay, make sure that you match up the corners when you do this. So the first thing is to take a CD and center it. You can put a dot in the middle. That's helpful. Put a little dot in the middle so that you can actually center the CD. So I'm pressing it and I'm going to trace it. Okay, this is my eyeball. Okay, so your eyeball is a pretty large thing that fits in the side of your head. So your iris is the part that we all sort of see. This is a lid, a jar lid, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to center that the best that I can. And that looks good, and I'm going to trace that. So this is the iris. Okay, so you have your two parts. Oh, the last thing I'm going to do is, I forgot to trace the center of the CD. Trace that too. There you go. So you have what looks like a target, right? Okay, next step is you're going to do about a finger space on the middle line. So that's the line that we showed as our center. And then we're going to put two dots. And you're going to draw right on top of your iris. Okay, we're going to, don't press hard because we're going to have to erase this line. And then do the same at the bottom. All right? So you have to make sure that it goes on the outside. Okay. Next step is, and like I said, you're going to bring that line down slightly, because if you look, you can look at your neighbor's eyes, and you need to erase. If you look at your neighbor, you'll see that the iris, which is the colored part of the eye, is covered by the lid, usually about a third to a quarter. Okay, so it's not a perfect circle that you're seeing. However, the iris is definitely a circle, which is why I'm teaching you to do it this way. There's a couple different ways on how to do this. So this is actually your eyelid up here. And if you look carefully at your eyelid, it doesn't really connect to these dots. It actually sort of stops, like about right there. Some people have a little curve at the end. This is where you should look up pictures of eyes online and use that to follow along. This is your bottom lid, and it looks kind of baggy. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, because really the eye is sort of, this part of the eye is more of an ovally shape. So I'm going to erase that just a little bit. And you don't want to emphasize the baggy part too much. And it's sort of, this too does not connect all the way over. You also have a tear duct on this side, which is kind of a U shape. Okay, and you're going to hang on to these lines here because this will help you with shading. Remember, it's a sphere that sits inside your head. So this will help you with a little bit of shading. As you can see with this one, you can see how it's darker on the edge, and that's how you actually show depth with the eye. The bottom of your eyeball and your eye socket are a little bit, they're in different places. Okay, so you've got just about everything you need here. Don't worry about eyelashes yet. You don't need to worry about that yet. That comes at the end. Now I want to point out that this is the eyelid. I'm going to write this on here. I don't want you to do this because I want to point something out. Okay, this is not your eyebrow. Okay, your eyebrow is up here. Your eyebrow arches over your eye, sort of like this. Now, some people's have like a very definite arch that comes up like that and comes down. That's what we all want. And then it gets thicker here. Okay, you can look at your neighbor. You can look at pictures online. This gets shaded pretty heavily here. Now, as far as shading is concerned, follow the tutorial pages that I gave you. This is also, I also did there's a write-up for what I just showed you, okay? If you want to follow that step by step, this might be a little bit easier for you. So you can add color to it. The pupil, I want to just point out that you're going to have a catch light because it's very much like a sphere hitting the light. Down here it's going to be a little lighter, and up in here this is going to be white. So, and it goes into your pupil. Okay, so you'll have a catch light. Now, if you look at your neighbors, you'll probably see that the catch light could be square because it's reflecting the lights above you. It can be the windows. So it might not be a circular catch light per se. At this point, you can turn this into whatever you like. You can see I did a tree. I think I did Starry Night once. I did the Starry Night look. So go online and see what you would like to do. You can turn this into another face. I'm going to erase this. You should spend time drawing before you start adding color, and the coloring will take you an entire class. You should spend 2 days on this. 1 day to draw and 1 day to add color. And so, you know, this took a while. So I just wanted to point out that, you know, this does take a little bit of time to do it. Okay. Thank you, and good luck.